Well, I just want to show you guys what you need to do if you're trying to adapt steel wheels or plastic wheels, that's something that's beadlock to a bigger tire, and you have the problem of having one of these inserts, and you say, okay, well, do I have to go buy new rims or whatever? And it says, no, you don't. What you need to do is you have to do some fabricating if you have access to maybe a grinder with a cutoff wheel on it, maybe a lathe, mini lathe like I have here, right? And you do some machining, and you can use your brain, right? It's really common sense stuff, but you have to make a spacer that goes between the rim, right, in between, and you have to cut down the main bracket, the adapter that goes onto the axle. So to make it, it's about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, roughly. And you basically have to take your vernier caliper. Vernier caliper like this. You measure everything, make sure you get it right. I mean, sure, you might not get it right the first time, but maybe the second time you'll get it perfect. So, or try to anyway. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys how this goes together. It's not really rocket science, but maybe someone will find this of use and go from there. So I'm going to turn the camera around, prop you up on the truck here. So basic thing to do. Here's a good old rim. I mean, tire, I mean. So, and here's the back side of the rim. Goes in through there. I mean, this is any damn ding dong could do this. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist. But the main idea is you are going to have bolts that work on here, but that could work, but they might be too short or and such. So you have to get yourself one of those bolt kits. I don't know what you guys know what I'm talking about. You can buy something like something like this. These bolt kits. They come with about 1 million bolts and sizes. These are metric. You make sure you're metric. And I suggest getting the longer ones, getting long ones and short ones and stuff like that. Get a couple boxes, right? Different styles. And you have all sorts of bolts and nuts and bolts to do whatever you want. And the thing is, you're not going to have the original bolts are going to be too short. These original bolts that came off here, see, they're way too short. So you have to use longer bolts. So, so after you get this machined, this part here machined down to what you want, and the center, then you can bolt everything together. I mean, it's not really rocket science. Pretty easy peasy shit. So, you know, this is the bolts I'm using. I don't know, they're half inch in diameter. I mean, half inch in length, I mean. Small ones. So, and the thing is, these go right through here and they don't bind in there, right? So, if you ever want to use these adapters for something else, you have the bolts there, right? You can use the original bolts and just kind of bolt it all together again. No big deal, right? You're not hurting anything. So, I love this hobby. I just love it. I got into the hobby many years ago, but I just, you know, I didn't have, you know, I got into it, but, you know, just didn't really have a whole lot of direction in it. Nowadays you have all sorts of content you can follow, all sorts of people. No. And also already let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, very good here. So put that in there. Oh no. And I'm ready breaking my own rule. Jumping the gun. Jesus Murphy. Here's the insert that we made, right? We had to modify. You basically have to make it for this application. Oh, where's my ruler now? Yeah. This one you have to make it 3/4 of an inch wide. 3/4 inch wide. You have to take out some of the material on the inside. See that? See that or not? You take out. And basically, you're left with about 3/8 of an inch on the inside. So what happens is when you squeeze this together, it keeps everything in place, right? So once you modify the inner, then it can go on any kind of tire you want, pretty much. Unless it's a really super wide bastard, and then you're really screwed to buy another set of inserts or make some. I guess you could probably make some if you wanted to. Probably make them out of PVC pipe if you really wanted to, if you're really in a pinch. Right. Yeah. So there you have it. Right. Easy peasy. Any ding dong can do this. But when back when I had a different RC. I had the Nitro buggy. I bought one of those off eBay, and that thing had so many problems with it. I ended up selling it and getting rid of it because it was such a pain in the ass. But anyways, there you have it. So just put the insert in there, and your wheel, your outer. Easy peasy, man.
That's right. So mom's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always goes first, and tag at the back, then pants, then shirts. Get the first button in the right hole, you have to start all over. Socks on first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rubber goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants in your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes.
If you're not get this shit bang on right away, you start mucking with it. Get her done. Sure you get yourself a good pair of tweezers and a good pair of clamps or roach clips if you like smoking weed. So
Learn more at StopTaxStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. We are live outside the home of Joe and Moti Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight.
it's a tedious, very tedious thing.
Sources say their father instigated the laughter.
Sorry, the lighting in here is not the best.
Apparently, they have no comment. Let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877
Very tedious thing to do.
or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
I want to get this thing put together so I can go try it on the trail. I'm monkeying around with this damn thing.
Look for fast. F. Face tripping. A. Arm weakness. S. Speech difficulty. T. Time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs.
I suppose I could probably just go for a ride in the car, but not today. Yeah, that's what happens. Flayage. So it's kind of easy, and you just put it together. Something I like to do is like to also take a drill bit and align it on the inside so everything stays perfect. But when I put it together, it's not too crucial. But when you're tightening the bolts down, nuts and bolts down, you want to have something in there to keep everything aligned. Try not to make the holes oversized, much bigger than the shaft. But sometimes you can't help it because you don't have the right size of put up, and I don't have the right drill bits because this shit's symmetric stuff, right? So you have to kind of compromise and use standard. So. paying attention to what I'm doing. It's like yesterday, I was backing into a pile of fill. At work, we're fixing culverts at work, and I was taking a dump truck and I was backing in, and of course we're stacking where I can fill into this big project we're doing. I went back too far and I ripped the damn mud flap off, and my day just got worse from that. So I gotta stay focused all the time. Foreman's gotta work too, you know. So anyways, so you kind of put a drill bit like that in there, like that. Keep it all lined up and take your, I'm kind of old school here. I still have the good old, you know, the bits here I have here, and no electric guns here. It's all done by hand. I do have a torque wrench there to torque the damn nuts, but I don't know what to torque them to. Yeah, tedious thing. It's a good job for monkeys. Electric screwdriver, this would be done in no time. Done. Put it in the frame here. Best thing I ever bought for this hobby is a screwdriver bit set. Handy thing to have. I need to fire up a dagger later too. So there you have it. Have a easy thing to do. Everything's all in there. Nothing's gonna come apart, I hope. So